Welcome to our monthly cybersecurity webinar presented by the Wyoming SBDC Cybersecurity for Small Business program. Today's webinar is AI Products Roundup, Part 2. This is a continuation of our webinar in November presented by our colleagues at Cyber Wyoming. So we're going to dig a little deeper into some of these AI tools today. So to start off, Izzy is going to present us with Anyword, Canva AI, and ChatGPT.
First, let's talk about Anyword. Anyword is an AI tool that focuses on helping you create text-based marketing content for your website, social media, emails, or ads. Anyword helps you write content that's on brand and tailored to your audience. It keeps everything consistent and saves you a ton of time while making your marketing strategy stronger. Now, while Anyword is a bit more expensive compared to some other options, it offers a lot of value. You've got the starter plan at $49 a month or the data-driven plan at $99, which includes analytics to track how your content's performing. They also offer a 7-day free trial so you can test it out. For small businesses, it's great for writing social media posts, creating ad copy, crafting email campaigns, and even developing website content tailored to your brand. In these next couple examples, we're going to act as though we're a shirt and coffee shop coming out with a new drink for Valentine's Day. So right now we're on the Anyword homepage, and we're going to start by creating the tone of voice we want to convey through our marketing. Anyword allows you to select different traits and also add a brand personality. For this example, we're going to be an entertainer, so the content it generates will be more fun and engaging. Next, we're going to personalize the target audience. For this example, we're going to choose describe in your own words, where it'll bring us to where we will design a buyer persona. So this should accurately represent the target audience your brand caters to. So now that we have our tone and target audience personalized, we're going to create an Instagram caption. The prompt is going to be announcing a new pink cold foam for Valentine's Day. Then we're going to go down to tone of voice and select entertainer again. Then under target audience, we're going to select Sally, who we created earlier. And now we're going to go ahead and generate the captions. Once it generates, it'll give you several different options and give you a rating using predictions of how well it will do on social media platforms, which is something that not many other AI tools can do. Starting with the pros, Anyword is very time efficient, customizable, and brand specific, and it can also be platform specific as we saw in the demo. However, it is a little pricey and can come with a learning curve since it can get so in-depth. Now let's dive into Canva AI. This tool helps you create custom graphics and images quickly, making design work faster and easier. It also ensures your product photos and branding stay consistent, so everything looks cohesive and professional. Now in terms of pricing, the basic plan is free, while the pro plan costs $120 per year for one person. If you're working with a team, the team's plan is $100 per person per year, and that has a 3-person minimum. In regards to your small business, Canva AI is perfect for designing social media posts, flyers, and business cards. It also lets you create brand templates, helping you keep everything consistent. Plus, you can quickly put together professional visuals, making your marketing materials look polished and cohesive. So from the Canva homepage, you're going to select Make an Image, which will then bring you here. So then we're going to prompt the AI to create a graphic, being specific about what we want the main image, background, and text to be. It's key that you're super specific while creating your prompts. This ensures that the end result is more tailored to what you're looking for. So for this image, we want Canva to create an image of the new drink, include a pink background, and make the graphic festive for Valentine's Day. After we have that prompt typed in, we will go ahead and push create. And once it generates your results, You can always go back and change your prompt to be more specific, switch up the colors, whatever, until you get exactly what you're looking for. Canva AI is super easy to use. It offers a wide range of tools, and there is a free plan option. However, AI-generated designs might not always match your exact vision, and it takes a little bit of learning to understand how to prompt AI to specifically get what you're looking for. Now moving on to ChatGPT, which is a tool that helps you create content quickly, whether it's short or long term. It adapts to your preferred writing style and tone, making it perfect for a variety of content needs. ChatGPT offers a free version, or you can upgrade to the $20 per month version for enhanced capabilities if you feel it's needed. Personally, I use ChatGPT all the time to create marketing content and have never felt the need to upgrade to the paid version, but again, that's totally up to you. Sticking with the example of releasing a new Valentine's Day drink as a coffee shop, we're going to prompt ChatGPT to write us a promotional email. Again, your prompt should be specific to the tone you're wanting to convey, and you should clearly say what main points you want the email to cover. As ChatGPT generates its responses, read through, tell it to make changes or additions, and it will create revised versions within seconds. ChatGPT is very affordable, customizable, and can create content super fast. However, the quality depends on you. Responses can sometimes be generic and may require some time editing. However, the better the prompt, the better the response.
Thank you, Izzy. Our next presenter is Mari, and she is going to take a look at Claude, GitHub Copilot, and Google Assistant.
Hi everyone, I'm Mari, and today I will be discussing 3 AI options for you and your business. Let's start with Claude AI. Claude is a conversational large language model similar to Copilot, Gemini, and ChatGPT. It can process large amounts of information and excels at generating text, code, brainstorming ideas, summarizing text, and solving problems. In this example, I wanted Claude to create a cybersecurity plan for my small business that sells custom leatherwork. If you are not comfortable typing in a prompt on the fly like this, just research some good prompt templates and edit them in a separate Word document that you can copy and paste from. There's a lot of great information online for sample prompts and how to structure a prompt effectively. But for this example, I just wanted a simple cybersecurity outline. I wanted the outline to focus on protecting customer data, safety on the web, and general cybersecurity topics. From the output Claude generates, you can see that Claude creates great lists that I can edit to fit my business. I can also ask for clarification on topics and additional information to be added to the list. The basic price of Claude is as follows, but keep in mind that the free plan does have a daily usage limit, around 100 messages per day. That is why having a thoughtful and concise prompt is really beneficial. With the paid version, you get access to more advanced features and a higher usage capacity, and that usage limit resets every 5 hours. But after the Pro tier, it is charged per person per month. And here is a short list of some tasks Claude can assist you with, but I encourage you to explore Claude and all of its capabilities. Here are a couple pros and cons that I found from using Claude. I thought it did really well at structuring lists, and you can also set response preferences to be casual, concise, formal, or explanatory, and I like that it always asked if you wanted clarification or additional information. Claude is designed to be self-contained, so it does not access live web pages, and there is that message limit with the free account. It can't create images like AI art, but it can create diagrams and other visual aids for you. The next AI tool I'd like to discuss is GitHub Copilot. It is a code companion tool used mainly for developers to help create and debug code. It is not designed to answer non-coding questions, but it can provide general information related to coding. For example, I asked what a repository was, and it gave me a concise answer. For this example, I opened up a new text file in VS Code. If you don't have the Copilot extension downloaded, you can just click here on this icon, type in Copilot, and install it. I already have it installed, so I'm just going to press Command-I on my keyboard to access the inline chat option. You can also access the chat option by clicking this little icon here, and it shows a drop-down with more selections. Now, let's just ask for a simple HTML structure for a web page and have ID attributes included. And you can see that it lays out a nice, simple outline. I can then edit further to fit my needs. The price for GitHub Copilot varies. Notice that the next price tier after Pro is per month per user. Searching on your favorite browser for GitHub Copilot pricing results in a comparison table that would be beneficial in determining which subscription tier is right for your business. There are many uses for GitHub Copilot as shown in the list on the screen. If you are looking for some resources on training, just type in GitHub Copilot training in your search browser and explore the many resources available. And here's a list of some pros and cons I compiled. So it's trained for a diverse set of programming languages like Python, JavaScript, and Ruby, just to name a few. And GitHub Copilot is available as an extension on some of your popular integrated development environments, or IDEs, such as Visual Studio Code and many more. GitHub Copilot helps to streamline your coding process, so this could be beneficial to a small business that operates with a limited team. Some cons I encountered was a limited usage with the free version, but like Claude.ai, if you can get a good grasp on the prompts and how to structure your follow-ups, then you likely won't have an issue. With all AI-generated code, there is the issue with privacy. Copilot uses repositories that are public or your linked repositories or what you choose to copy and paste into the chat. This is important to keep in mind regarding what information or access you want to give. The third AI tool we'll be covering is Google Assistant. This is a voice-controlled service designed to help you with various tasks, including setting reminders, directions, and making calls. It is available on your phone, tablet, smart display, smart speaker, watch, TV, in your car, and other devices. It is active by saying, "Hey Google," or "Okay Google," and then stating your request. Let's look at setting up a reminder. This interaction is from the app that I downloaded onto my iPhone. I wanted to create a reminder to set up an appointment with John. I was able to easily create this task using Google Assistant. The Google Assistant app is free on any device that you can download apps. You just have to make sure that's either pre-installed or downloaded. For a smart display or speaker, the base price I found was $99 and it goes up depending on what you buy. Google Assistant is helpful for a wide range of tasks as displayed in this list so that you can focus on other areas of your business. On the screen is a list of all the common actions it is capable of. Here are some pros and cons for Google Assistant. So Google's default is to not save your audio recordings. However, your data is used to improve product and services and machine learning technologies. You can turn on guest mode, which will not save interactions to your account or be used to personalize your experience. And there's a smart home or business integration, which can turn on or off lights, change the thermostat, lock doors, and much more. And you can set your data to auto-delete, and you can configure routines. So Google does send your audio recording or your request to Google server, so be mindful when sending your data. And misinterpretations are more of an annoyance than anything, but when you have to repeat yourself a couple of times, or the assistant can't execute the command at all, it can get frustrating. But on the bright side, voice recognition technology is improving every day. Keep in mind that AI is a tool and it makes mistakes. It is up to the user to decide which AI tool is best and review it for accuracy. As always, exercise caution when uploading documents to AI and what information you share. Never give out sensitive business or customer information. Now I'd like to turn the presentation over to Ian.
Thanks, Mari. Next up is Ian, and Ian is going to look at Google Gemini, Lately, and Magic School.
So, moving on to Google Gemini. What is Google Gemini? Well, it's advertised as your one-stop shop for whatever your business needs. So if you need a researcher, a sales associate, a productivity manager, or a meeting note taker, Gemini claims to be able to do all of that. Of course, this does require the use of Google Workspaces, so Google Slides, Google Docs, Google Meet, in order to get the best out of everything that it has to offer. And thankfully, there are a lot of resources on how to effectively use Gemini, as well as what Gemini is best used for in specific cases. So, for pricing, starting off with Business Starter, it's going to be $7 per user per month with a 30 gigabytes of storage per user of generated material. Moving up a level to business standard, it's going to be $14 per month per user with 2 terabytes of storage of generated content available to each user. And then enterprise level will require contacting a sales representative for additional pricing and information. So, what are the pros of Google Gemini? Well, Gemini doesn't share or use your information to train itself or store any of that information, as well as it only has access to the items that you specifically give it access to in your specific instance or across your company's instance. The only con is really that it allows you into Google's ecosystem for its use, but for small businesses, this isn't a big issue since starting off and getting everything going, it's a good and useful resource. Next, we have Lately. Lately is a social media engagement AI. So, what does that mean? Well, it takes all your social media data and determines what works, what doesn't, and how best to sort of present itself and how to better help your social media engage with the people online. So it learns from current posts, blogs, conversations, or videos that you give to it in order to help build its rapport of what it needs to say, how it should say it, and what sort of style it needs to go for. It also seeks to help emulate human speech, specifically your employees' types of speech, in order to help build a sort of human aspect to itself, so you're not talking to an AI. So the point of this tool is to help simplify and coordinate your social media presence in one place, so you're not having to scramble between 3 or 4 different social media points in order to figure out what you're saying between all 4 of them. And this is also meant to help grow your business and help get you noticed in more places. So that way you can help bring more customers in, get out there more, and just generally grow. So for pricing, starting off, it's going to be $19 a month for 1 user and 1 voice model being it's trained itself on a specific employee from who you give all the information from. And for the advanced, it's going to be $239 a month, which is definitely a bit more than what we would expect, but it comes with more users, more voice models, and the ability to schedule how everything goes out at specific times across your social media platforms. Next, we have Magic School AI. So this is a resource for teachers, educators, and by extension, students. So this is meant to be a generative tool for any grade level, any topic, and is meant to help simplify the process of being an educator. It's also a safe environment for students to learn about and to interact with AI. And the website also has a great video demonstrating the tools, how to use them, and how best to use them in specific situations, as well as a great breakdown as to why. So for pricing, it's completely free for all educators and students with all tools available right off the get-go. And the Plus Edition is going to be $100 per year, but gives you unlimited access to all tools, all generative AI types, and all other resources available. There's also additional enterprise pricing that can be purchased through sales representatives, depending on district or institution. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next part of our presentation.
Thank you, Ian. Caden is up next, and he's going to talk to us about Magic Slides and Microsoft 365 Copilot.
Alrighty, so let's start with Magic Slides. Magic Slides is a AI tool used to create presentations and slideshows. It can take a wide variety of input options, including YouTube URLs, plain text, PDFs, or really on any topic. So you could type in, for example, write me a presentation on Magic Slides, and it can do that. It uses various customizable templates, so when you get to the final step after you put your content in, it'll give you a list of options to choose that you can select that it will then make the presentation in the style of. And the process to actually create it is relatively quick for the amount of information that gets put on those slides. When you visit the Magic Slides website, you'll be met with this landing page here. Normally there's a login and sign up options in the upper right. I'm already logged into my personal account. You'd enter your topic, your URL, your text, or upload your PDF or Word document into this box here, and then you would click Generate Instant PowerPoint to create your PowerPoint. Clicking this will bring you to another page where it will ask you some more specifics on what the presentation is for. For example, if it is a proposition, or if you're presenting it to consumers, or if you're presenting it to students, and then it will gear your presentation more towards whatever your desired audience is. There are a number of slide templates and PowerPoint templates that are provided here. These are some examples of ones that are available. A lot of them are geared more towards student use or teachers to use for students, though there are some in here that could be very useful for training materials and various other consumer presentations within this page here. Moving over to the pricing on this page, there are a number of plans here. There are 3. There's the Essential, the Pro, and the Premium plan. Everybody can use this with the free trial. You get 3 credits, so you can make 3 presentations for free. But if you want to make more than 3, right, you'll have to use one of these plans. These are the per year plans. There are a number of options here, right? If you're only going to make about 10 presentations per month, you want to move with Essential. If you're going to go with Pro, you want to go with 50. And if you want to go Premium, or if you need more than that, you need to go Premium. The number of pages you can use for PDFs is also limited by what subscription you have, and the length of the YouTube video you have is also limited by your subscription. So I would implore you, if this is something that interests you, to look at this website a little more closely to see if this is worth it for you. As I was just saying, the pricing roughly breaks down to this. This is a little higher than what we saw on the website, and that's because this is the by-month plan instead of the annual plan. So that's why you'll see that disparity there. Additionally, some of the things you can use this for, right, on top of the basic use of creating presentations, the specific presentations this is more geared towards is creating things like customer presentations, marketing presentations, business proposals, and to create internal training material. So to train all your newbies on various things of your company, you can use this to pretty quickly hammer out a new document if you need it. The pros of this are the templates are quite customizable. It's pretty quick to generate content, and it's cloud-based, so you can access it from wherever as long as you sign into your account. As well as the interactive content generation piece, which lets you include things like quizzes or other media directly into your slides, so that way you can have it be more interactive and more fluent. The cons of this is that it is relatively pricey for anything past the Tier 1 plan. It's pretty restrictive on unique presentations. If you go to try to make anything that's not within their boundaries, it can get a little weird really fast. There's some integration limitations and some automatic content limitations that involves things like integration. You have a hard time. It's hard to edit it in other software in the process of making it. So once you've generated your slides and finished it within Magic Slides, it's easy to copy it over to PowerPoint or Google Slides to finish it off. But if you want to move it at any point out of Slides and then back into Slides, it doesn't like that and fights you for it. So on to Microsoft Copilot. Microsoft Copilot has come a long way from where it was last year. It's a very robust and advanced AI tool made by Microsoft, and it can be used to draft emails, write reports, edit documents, summarize long documents, generate images, and has various analytical features to help provide insights and visualizations from your data. Additionally, it has built-in Microsoft 365 integration, which is both a good thing, and there are some questionable things with the safety of that. When you visit the Microsoft Copilot website, you'll be met with this page here. You put your prompt in here. You can click on some example prompts here to look at them. This is the 365 version because the university does pay for the 365 suite for their students. So I have access to this advanced version. I played around with it a little bit earlier. As you can see here, if I could tab over to it, there we go. I asked it to make me a pie chart showing the market share of smartphones in the US. It took the information from this website here, bankmysell.com. I don't know the reputability of that website, but based on that website, it broke it down into this information here. And then I asked it to make me a pie chart using that data, and it did this. It made this pie chart. Now, obviously, it's a little messy in places and probably could use some refinement, but you can ask it to improve it more. I just haven't gone that far with it to do that. Additionally, you can even check and see the code that it used to actually make that pie chart, which is pretty impressive. And that's it. I mean, you can use it for a lot more than just making pie charts and data, because it does work with if you were signed in, it can use your 365 data. For example, it can access various Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoints, and use that data to create more data. I've disabled that in my settings, so it can't use my data because there are some privacy concerns with that. But it is an option for people who perhaps don't have very sensitive data in their 365 suite. Copilot's pricing scheme, the basic version is free. and is actually included with a 365 subscription. Alternatively, you can pay $20 a month for the Copilot Pro or $30 a month for the 365 version if you don't want to pay for the rest of the suite as well. Some of these small business uses for this are drafting emails, summarizing long documents, writing reports, and generating visualizations. Some of the pros to it is that it's pretty quick to generate data. That pie chart I made was made in under 20 seconds. It has pretty good integration of those 365 apps, though again, that's where the issues come up. It actually shows the code involved in creating visualizations, which is nice, so you can double check its work. And it's also included with Office 365. That is a big upside because it means that it's functionally free for a lot of places that already pay for the other services that 365 provides. The cons are those privacy concerns with data analysis. It being able to access all of your 365 documents is a bit sketchy and concerning. They say they're not going to use it, but if a data leak happens, all that data could get out there, and that's not ideal. It's pretty poor integration with non-Office applications, so trying to use something like Google Docs with this is not great. On top of it, if you don't have 365, it's pretty expensive to use, and it does lack advanced customization options. So that pie chart I made, I know I said that I could go back and edit it, but I couldn't find an option to do so when I looked into it a little more deeply. So,
thanks, Caden. I will take the last segment here and present to you Otter.ai and Writer. Let's take a look at Otter.ai. Otter is kind of an eavesdropping tool. It can transcribe your online meetings and then create outlines or summaries of your meeting and automatically send those transcripts or summaries to all attendees or just to yourself. Otter hooks up to Zoom, Google Meet, Dropbox, Microsoft Teams, and can transcribe previous recordings. Just a note, I did not succeed in linking it to my Microsoft account, but that's probably just my problem. So here's how Otter looks on the website. If you click the Apps button here, you can link it to the platform of your choice. I have mine connected to Zoom. Otter joins your meeting and it will show up in your attendee list. You can link it to your calendar to automatically join, or just drop the URL. Let's get back to that. You can drop the URL into this box that says record a live meeting here up in the upper right. So I did a brief fake meeting the other day, and if I click the home button up here and choose my conversations, you can see that we have Paul's meeting notes here. And then if I click on that, I can see the summary of what that meeting was. It was only like a minute or so. And an outline down here of what happened in that meeting. And you can also click the transcript tab, and you can see a full transcript of what I said. When you end the meeting, you have the option of sending the content to your attendees or to yourself or whoever you want to send it to. Otter is free to use at the basic level, but you're limited to just 300 minutes a month, which might be enough. The Pro version gives you more minutes and is $8.33 a month, and a full business account is $20 a month. If you're a small business that holds a lot of meetings, Otter's great to transcribe and summarize those meetings so you can have a quick refresher of what was discussed, or you can send the notes to anyone who couldn't make the meeting. It's also a great archive option for, say, 6 months from now when someone says, hey, what did we decide in that meeting last October? You can look it up and pull up those notes. Here are the upsides to Otter. With me in Zoom, the integration was very seamless and the output was very accurate in my brief testing. Your content is stored in the cloud and encrypted, and your data is not available to other AI tools for training or reference. The price is very affordable, and you can search your previous content using keywords on the website. Say the downsides here are pretty minimal. You want to make sure your attendees know a meeting is being transcribed. Otter claims everything is encrypted, but there may be instances when you don't want to transcribe sensitive information. And finally, some users experience a learning curve, but with all technology, ease of use is always relative to your technology experience. Writer is a very powerful content generation tool that uses your past writing and content to produce output that matches your individual writing tone and style. Writer also lets you create AI chatbots and custom content generating apps. The most unique feature of Writer is that it learns your writing style by analyzing past written content that you upload to it. This is an extremely robust set of AI tools that allows for flexible and individualized use. I frankly don't even understand some of the things that it does at this point. Here's the Writer website. I requested a demo but never heard back from them, so I don't really have anything to show you hands-on here. But there are several YouTube videos out there to check out. The nice thing about Writer is that in addition to uploading your own data for training, it comes with several built-in large language models that you can select. You can also use the AI Studio portion of Writer to build your own apps for content or report generation with no coding required. You can also build your own chatbots from here. Writer will run you $18 per month per user with an annual price discount. For more than 5 users, you need to contact them for enterprise pricing. If you're a small business that generates a lot of marketing content, Writer can probably speed things up for you considerably. As I said before, Writer can also help you create custom chatbots for online customer support. So here's what people like about Writer. It's a great value for the price, can save you a lot of time generating content, and that content comes out in your own style and voice. It doesn't sound like the usual AI robot speak that you might get from ChatGPT. Looks to me like you can customize this thing as far as your ability takes you. Writer also claims that it does not store your data or use it for AI training. The downsides are that there seems to be a considerable learning curve if you really want to take advantage of the more robust features. They do claim that privacy protection, but I would check their terms carefully. And finally, if you rely on it too heavily, as with all AI tools, the output might start to sound a little generic and lacking in a human touch.